Welcome to this Target tutorial. In this session, you'll learn how components can reduce repetitive work while ensuring consistent design across all your Target dashboards and reports. Looking at this dashboard, we can already identify several elements that are good candidates for reuse in other dashboards or reports. For example, the title and logo, the KPI objects, the menu that uses object toggling, and the filter options, which also rely on object toggling. Let's switch to Designer mode and open the object list. Here we can identify objects such as the canvas background, the light purple area, along with the dashboard title and company logo. After selecting these three objects, we can create a component from them, save the component in a suitable folder. In this example, the file name is prefixed with component to make it easier to recognize later. As soon as you click Save, the original objects are replaced by the new component, which is placed at the top of the object list. For this particular component, it makes sense to move it to the bottom of the list, so it remains in the background behind all other objects. Next, let's create another component, this time from the three KPI objects. Again, save the component. We'll name it Component KPIS. A third component can be created from the Menu button together with the menu group. Save this one as Component Menu. Finally, we create a component from the Filter button and the Filter group and save it as Component Filter. As you can see, the three individual KPI objects have now been replaced by a single KPI component. This also means the original objects are moved to the unused objects list. When closing and saving the document, Target will ask whether these unused objects should be deleted. We'll choose Yes, since they are now represented by components instead. Now let's open one of the saved components, the KPI component. This component originally consisted of these three KPIs, all designed using a single layout. We can add an additional layout. For example, a portrait orientation with a custom size of 320 by 460 pixels. To make the boundaries easier to see while working, we'll temporarily add a background color to this layout. From the object list, double-click each KPI object to add it to the new layout. Place the first KPI here using a size of 320 by 140 pixels. Reposition the next KPI and adjust its width and height as needed. Add the final KPI and adjust its size as well. Finally, fine-tune the Y coordinates so the spacing between them is equal. We now have two layouts available when inserting this component into future documents. Before saving, remember to remove the temporary background color and set it back to fully transparent. When saving the updated component, Target notifies us that one existing document, the original dashboard, may be affected by these changes. Now let's create a new dashboard and reuse the components we've created. On a blank dashboard, simply choose Add a component from the Design menu. Locate the component, select it, and click OK. Since this component is meant to cover the full canvas, set X and Y to 0 and adjust the width and height to 1600 by 900 pixels. Next, add the KPI component. Notice that you can choose between the available layouts when inserting the component, and you can change layouts later if needed. We'll keep the vertical layout and position it here. Now let's add the menu component. This one needs to be repositioned and resized. Remember, the component contains both the menu button and the menu group, but only the button is visible by default. Finally, add the filter component and resize it as well. If we look at the object list, we can see that the entire dashboard is now built from just 4 components. Switching to consumer mode, we can verify that the menu and filter toggles work as expected. Let's save this dashboard as a new customer dashboard. Before continuing, notice the 3 KP is showing revenue, budget amount and budget variance. Now let's close the dashboard and reopen the KPI component to make some changes. For example, we can replace budget amount with profit by dragging profit onto the existing measure. Likewise, we'll replace budget variance with profit margin. When we save the component, Target shows that 2 documents will now be affected by this update. Next, let's edit the menu component. We'll add a third button to the production menu by duplicating an existing button and changing its caption. Before saving, remember to hide the menu group again. After saving, let's open one final component, the Canvas and Title component. Here, we'll assume the company logo has been updated and replace it with a new version featuring white text. With all components saved and closed, let's reopen the 2 dashboards that use them. And here we can see the changes: the logo, the KPI measures, and the extra menu button.